Hey everyone, if you're looking for the best cheap laptop of 2017, you'll find out by the end of this video. But first, I want you to check out this clip and let me know if this has ever happened to you.
Dad? Dad?
Huh?
I need a new laptop.
Didn't we just buy you one?
Dad, that was last year. It's outdated, it's heavy, and it smells.
Well, where am I supposed to find another one? Laptops are very expensive.
Dad, just chillax. Our friends at Captivate recommended the best laptop for back to school.
Oh yeah? Well, let's hear it then.
Hey everyone, I'm Michael Wood with Captivate Multimedia and Web Design. Thank you for joining me. At any time during this video, you can click on one of the affiliate links down at the bottom. You'll be helping out yourself and you'll be supporting the show. Now, I'm going to talk about the best but cheapest laptop of 2017. Now, I've spent at least 12 years in the public classroom. I've been in high schools, elementary schools, virtual schools, and served as director of technology at a private school and a public school. So I've seen my share of the high-end laptops to the Chromebooks. I've seen lots of laptops and I've seen students use them. So before I go into what I have decided is the best but cheapest laptop, I want to discuss a few of the criteria that went into my decision. So one of the things that I'm concerned about, and I want you to just picture a classroom right here, okay? So in this classroom, let's just say the student was sitting in this empty desk right here. Now, this could be a high school or even a college situation. You know, they use classrooms or lecture halls like this. Now, what's the problem with having your laptop here? Well, first of all, there's really no access to any electrical socket unless you ran a very long cable, or you could fight your way to sit by a socket somewhere on the edge, you know, but sometimes there's assigned seating and students don't always have control of these things. So you're sitting there in the seat, you can't get any electrical power, so that means your laptop needs to last like all day. The other concern is space. As you can see, this is probably one of the bigger desks, but I've definitely seen desks that are half this size, or in the situation of a lecture hall, there's just the tiny little lap tray that folds out. So you don't have a lot of economy on the desk. So no power, you don't have a lot of desk space. But then my other concern is this horror story, you know, breakage. There's so many opportunities for your laptop to fall off the desk, or if you had it plugged in, somebody trips over the cable and the whole laptop goes with it. I know MacBooks have the little Mag Pro socket, so if someone kicked it, that wouldn't happen. But still, there's plenty of opportunities for accidents. But not only that, but these laptops can get stolen. They tend to walk away very quickly if you don't keep your eye on them. So I'm looking at the security of a laptop and the safety of that laptop. Now, you might be tempted to get yourself one of these high-grade military laptops that could withstand practically a nuclear blast. But I'll tell you right now, I spent 4 years in the military, part of that as a communications NCO, and I've seen a lot of military laptops that are very rugged, and let me tell you, they're heavy and they are rugged, but they're not very fun to carry around. Now, if you are going to set up a communications array in a third world country to set up for, you know, some artillery battalion to show up, hey, I understand, but we're just talking about high school and college here. So this really isn't an option, and I'll also say these are very expensive. The other thing I like to consider is the security within. So, if you go with one of the older operating systems, like even Windows 8 is starting to show its age. There's less and less support. There's a lot of holes that virus and ransomware authors find. One of the first things you do to protect yourself from viruses and ransomware is to keep your operating system patched. So one of the issues here is I want to look, does the offer have a modern operating system that's going to protect the student from viruses? Now, before I reveal the best laptop and cheapest of 2017, I want to say there are some laptops I did not choose. So I am not choosing in this video the most expensive laptop. Obviously, the more money you put into a laptop, then of course it's going to be faster. Of course it's going to do more. You might even get one of these gaming laptops that can just do circles around the laptop that I'm going to offer you. Of course. But part of the criteria of this review is to have a cheap laptop. And I'm going to say one of these laptops will easily run you $700 and up to probably $2,000 to even $3,000, depending on what games you're trying to run. So this is not a gaming laptop. I also didn't talk about the hottest laptops this year, such as the Microsoft Surface Pro 4. Look at the price point at $1,199. A great piece of equipment, but that is time for a different video. It is not the cheapest, I would say. And I'm sorry, you Mac users, I didn't pick the MacBook Pro. A great solid laptop. Even the MacBook Air, great laptop. Will definitely do everything you ask it to. However, price point takes it out of the contest for this video. So when I look at the criteria, I need a laptop that's really going to serve best in this classroom situation. Lots of battery power, can get online, and we don't have to worry about breakage and other things. Now, every laptop can break, but what are the countermeasures? Well, this laptop I think is going to help a whole lot. So, here's the big reveal. For me, the best laptop, cheapest of 2017, specifically for students during this back-to-school season, is the HP Stream laptop. Yes, it is by HP, a good name, a well-known name. It comes in blue and purple varieties. Now, what's interesting about these, first of all, it's from HP, which is a pretty good, trusted brand. And I'm going to say for students who are not tech savvy, or for parents who may be tech savvy but may be very busy, and you just don't have 8 hours to spend on a tech support call, HP has excellent customer service. Now, in this HP Stream laptop, let's look at some of the biggest features. It does have an Intel Celeron processor, which is going to do just fine for office and student applications. It's got 4 gigs of RAM, that's fine. If you do find an opportunity to upgrade the RAM, that would be always a great notable upgrade. It doesn't have a lot of storage. It's 32 gigabytes of electronic storage. Now, what's interesting about this though is one thing this laptop does not have, and that's a DVD or CD drive. And it doesn't have a hard drive in a traditional sense with the spinning discs. And that is, it's more of like a flash-based hard drive, and so the gigabytes is way low. But that definitely brought the price down. Now for students, and especially students and maybe some business professionals, 32 gigabytes in terms of handling documents is plenty of room. The other thing is it comes with 1 terabyte of online storage, and I want to make sure you understand the distinction. This is not storage that is on the laptop. This is storage that's stored in the cloud. Now, one of the advantages of that is, let's go back to that slide with the broken laptop. If the laptop breaks or gets stolen, the data, those precious reports, those notes you took in class, are all uploaded and saved to the cloud. And so that's definitely an excellent feature. Now, there are other ways to do this no matter what laptop you buy. I mean, you could always install Dropbox, or there's Google Drive, and there's a whole ton of them. There's Amazon Drive. There's a lot of different varieties. But this, right out of the box, has it pre-installed. So again, this is great for students who may not be tech savvy, or for parents who may not be tech savvy or not have the time to be tech savvy. You just want to grab that box, open it up, it works, your files are getting uploaded to the cloud. Don't worry, they are safe. Now, the other thing that this laptop comes with is an Office 365 Personal for 1 year. So hey, that's a whole school year right there, right? I'm going to talk about that more in just a moment. Let's look at some of the hardware. So the front has a nice screen, and it's actually a glare reducing screen, which is very useful because in classroom situations they always have those fluorescent lights up on the ceiling that can easily cause glares. And if there's a glare, you also see, the person's face behind you, or maybe you get distracted by seeing yourself on the reflection, and then you want to check your hair or just stare at yourself. So the anti-glare is definitely a welcome feature. It also does have a built-in webcam that's come standard on a lot of laptops these days, but at this price point, this is a great feature. Now, on the side, again, we talked about the 1 terabyte of storage. It's got your USB 2.0 port, and it also has a headphone jack, or you can put in a microphone if you're really wanting to get into Skype or some sort of recording or video conferencing situation. It comes with a super fast 802.11 AC, which is right now one of the higher protocols of wireless internet. And so that's really going to help a lot in wireless situations. Now, it also has a tiny port in the back, and this is just a close-up here. If you look at that tiny little port, a lot of people wonder what that is. That is for a Kensington or other brand laptop lock. Here's a tiny picture of what that looks like. So it's got a notch to go ahead and lock this and secure it to the desk. Now, that's not something a student would just normally do, especially if they're going from class to class. But you could be a teacher, or you could be someone who might have your laptop in one place, or you might be in a science lab and that laptop's going to be there for an extended amount of time, and you may walk back and forth from your station, and so a lock could be very useful, especially in a situation where you have hundreds or thousands of students walking around campus all day. Or maybe you're in the library for an extended amount of time. A lock could be an extra nice feature. Now here's the purple version. Same thing. Again, this is very extremely lightweight. Let's look at the ports on the other side. It has a USB 3.1, which of course is backwards compatible, so any USB device will fit in there just fine. It also has an HDMI port. It has a media reader. It doesn't do a whole lot. It's a kind of a small, one size, just for the little standard flash or SanDisks. I don't know if you'll get a whole lot of use of that these days with Bluetooth, but a very important port is the HDMI, and that allows the laptop to actually get connected to a much bigger monitor. So you get the portability of a small laptop, but then if you're going home and you have a bigger screen, whatever screen size it is, it'll plug directly into that. I mean, an HDMI port, you could plug that into your 55-inch TV. Most modern TVs have HDMI ports. So that's a nice way to make your small laptop very big depending on your situation. Now on the back there are no ports, and I want to point that out as well. Many laptops through the years have had ports in the back. I think having them not on the back is also very welcome, because on the back many things can go wrong, and it also protects that edge of the laptop where the screen hinge is connected to the body. So you really don't want all kinds of ports back there. And of course the cover is your standard cover. So let's just put this student here in the classroom with the laptop. There are two sizes. There's an 11-inch and a 14-inch, depending on how small and more portable you want to go. The battery life is really good. They advertise over 10 hours. So this student will have plenty of room to put their laptop. It's gonna last like all day. You've got that wireless interface so you can access whatever it is you need. A lot of schools do have Wi-Fi. If a school does not have Wi-Fi, that's totally fine, because it'll work offline, and then as soon as the laptop goes back on the internet, maybe the student goes home, then it will synchronize all the work that they did that day with that OneCloud terabyte. It also has the latest version of Windows 10. So in terms of security, you're definitely going to want the latest and greatest, which is the Windows 10 operating system. It does come with a built-in antivirus, but you can always get more powerful third-party antiviruses if you decide to do so. I just like that right out of the box you have that antivirus built in. Now there's a few peripherals that are available, and this is from the Amazon page. There is a sleeve made for it. That's for the 14-inch. There is also, a mouse, and there's a power-up backpack. You can learn more about that. And most of these sort of backpacks are padded, so it really protects the laptop from getting bounced around or something, lodging the screen off or cracking the screen. So it's good to have that. There's also plenty of warranties out there, and there are external speakers and monitors available, and I just want you to know it doesn't have to be those speakers or that monitor. It'll plug in universally to any set of speakers, and any monitor with an HDMI port will be perfectly fine. Now, one feature I really liked about this is right out of the box, it comes with Office 365, which has all of the popular programs pre-installed, ready to go. Office does not come with Windows. It is a separate purchase. You either have it or you don't. And these days it seems like an expectation that somebody's going to have these. They'll say, well, just go make a PowerPoint. Oh, sure. You're going to buy that for me? So I love that out of the box it comes with a 1-year subscription. Now, after that year, you'll have to continue paying, and you can look at Microsoft's website for the current price. Last time I checked, it was $9.99 for the subscription. Feel free to comment in the comments if you feel like that's changed. So again, it comes with that 1 terabyte of cloud storage and all the popular softwares. But I think what's really amazing, and if you haven't taken note of this as a student, you definitely want to hear me. You want to get Microsoft OneNote. To me, this is one of the most underrated programs in the Microsoft Office lineup. Right now it's actually free, but you get it as part of the Office 365. When you're taking notes, you don't want to be using Microsoft Word. That's for creating reports and single documents. When you're taking lots of classes, you want a notebook, and this thing is so powerful. I used it to get all the way through UC Riverside with perfect scores in all my classes. I absolutely swear by it. OneNote is incredibly useful as a student, and it comes already pre-installed on this laptop. If you want to know more about OneNote, I recommend this book, Microsoft OneNote Step by Step. I'm telling you, students, this is super powerful. If you can spend some time, learn how to use OneNote, it's going to save you a lot of time in your note-taking and studying situations. I do have the link in the show notes if you want to check that out. So that is my decision, is the HP Stream laptop. If you're interested in it, go ahead and check out the link I have in the comments. It is an affiliated link, so by clicking on that link and purchasing one and some accessories will not only be a huge benefit to yourself, but you will also be helping the show as I do these reviews and continue to do programming. So you are helping me, and you're doing yourself a great favor by clicking that link and checking these laptops out. So that is my decision. Hey, you know what? I'm welcome. I'm open to any comments you have. Get involved in this video. Go ahead and, go in the comments. If you found that you bought one, how did it go? How is it working? Leave a comment. Do you find a better deal out there? Feel free to share. I really want us to be a community. Even though this is my decision, it certainly isn't the final say, but I really do think that out of the box, looking at this price point, you're not going to believe it. Check out the price on it right now. I mean, that is a great price. Under $300 for a really solid laptop that's going to last you at least a year with Office 365, right? So, cheap but best laptop. I hope you guys enjoy it. Comment, let me know what you think. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We're doing some brand new videos every week. And like the video, and thank you so much for showing up. Let me know how it goes if you get one of these laptops. Alright, thanks a lot, guys. See you next time.
Cool. I'll order one right now.